2006, I live overseas with my husband and child in Lebanon. Israel launches a full attack on Lebanon. We flee with the clothes on our back, with the help of the Australian government, via boats to Cyprus. Now, it's a very emotional topic, but reliving it all, I was one of the lucky ones. You see, I held a foreign passport, the kangaroo and the koala, and that saved me. But other people weren't as lucky as me. I was truly blessed to have that passport because I was deemed worthy of saving. As we were heading to the port of Beirut to flee the country, I witnessed thousands upon thousands of people lining up various embassies so they can flee as well, although they're not citizens of that country. But people just wanted a way out. Now, to understand the magnitude of this, thousands of people lost their lives. Millions of people were displaced. And it's not a story about who's right and who's wrong and who started and who ended. It's definitely not that. But being a naive teenager, while people were rationing out flour, I went out and bought fabric softener because if I was going to die, at least I was going to have soft clothes. Well, that's what I thought. I thought it was like the movies. You were going to watch and see amazing things. It was absolutely detrimental in every aspect of it. You can't fathom the rubble, the death, the poverty that followed in the aftermath. And unfortunately, it's not the only time I experienced war. Many years later, fate would have it again that with my kids, while we're holidaying again in Lebanon, my husband, we're Lebanese, we can't escape the country, this time another war would break out, this time a civil war. But who's the enemy now? Your neighbour? Or the person you went to school with? That was who's your enemy. That I had not experienced anything like it, even with the first war, because the enemy was anyone. Some nights we couldn't sleep from the grenades that poured onto our neighbourhood. We couldn't get out because it was too dangerous. So we endured over 6 to 8 weeks of this. The kids were with me and it was a nightmare in every single aspect of it. So a few years ago, I started to write again, a hobby that I had forgotten from my childhood. It helped me deal with life's stresses, with life's surprises, from losing my father at 52 years old from cancer to failing in multiple businesses. I think it was a trauma outlet for me, writing. And I haven't forgotten everything that I went through in my teens. I wrote The Olive Tree. Every writer has a style, and mine was writing fiction with a purpose. My whole aim and mission was to change the perspective of even one person, because we live in a world where we've lost our humanity. And what unites us is far greater than what divides us. But we just need to open up our eyes. And life is not just black and white. It's so many different colours in between. And you cannot tie a person's shoelaces if you haven't worn the shoe. And I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned. And with writing The Olive Tree, you will meet two characters, Nisma and Hannah. Although they're from different religions, but what united them was poverty, corruption, dreams that were never fulfilled, and everything in between. And my take-home message from that book is that no one pays the price more than children, because no matter what happens or no matter how much therapy they get, they will never heal. They'll never be able to forget the things that happened to them. They'll be never able to forget all the emotions that they felt when they were growing up. So they pay the ultimate price. And I invite you all to take a look into Nisma and Hannah's lives, and you can all picture what they went through as they're growing up in the book, because it takes you on their journey journey from teen to adulthood, and how we all change our perspective as we grow up. So it's something we can all relate to. And in writing The Olive Tree, I've sort of connected with thousands of people around the world, and every single time was the same comment that I received. You know, we all could imagine us in the same journey, although they've never ever met a character like Hannah or like Nisma. But again, what they could feel from the characters as if it was true. Because sometimes stories are more impactful and cater to our deeper thoughts that we're scared of ever showing. So I invite you all to The Olive Tree, and I hope you guys enjoy the book.